Hello, kittens. Hello, viewers. It's the first weigh-in. I'm not going to restart the cam this time since it's only been up for a couple hours. Hello, Mama. Yeah, Mom's a really small girl. The vet estimated her age at 1 year, but Connie, the director of Purrfect Pals, thinks she's actually younger, around 10 months. And when cats get pregnant, before they're done growing, the body redirects all the energy that they would have used to continue to grow towards the kittens, so they pretty much never grow any farther. Once I get a few days logged into the weight chart, I'll share the link for it. She's a big sweetie, though. Size comparison. Yeah. People have commenting that the kittens are really big. They're not. It's just Mama's really small. Hazel was found or surrendered to the Everett Animal Shelter, which is a kill shelter, and that's where she gave birth to her kittens. And the next day, Purrfect Pals took her and the kittens. So far, we have Penelope, Marvin, Taz, and Sylvester. Girl, boy, boy, boy. Boy, oh boy. In Connie's care, Mama's been eating 4 cans of Royal Canin Baby Cat canned food, so she's definitely getting a lot of nutrients in her. was initially thought that Taz was a girl. That goes to show you the perils of trying to sex up 1 day old kittens. I examined them today, and we clearly have 3 boys, 1 girl. Yeah, the food was Royal Canin. In fact, when she stands up, I'm going to put her up on the top shelf. She hasn't jumped up by herself yet, but she's climbed down, so she knows about the route. And she has a can of cat food up here waiting for her. Fizzgig says, John, don't make definite statements. You might get teased later. Understood. But these guys aren't fluffy. Not the way Ash and Jamie were. With them, I can sex the kittens, but with them, they were just too fuzzy. I could have, so to speak, parted the fur, but it was more fun just guessing. I was asked how old were the other mama cats compared to Hazel. I don't recall their ages offhand. I would say post it to the wall of the critter room and see what if other fans will probably know. There's a lot more dedicated followers. Well, let's put it this way: the followers are a lot more dedicated to the information of the kittens and the mamas than I can remember. I haven't heard her squeak yet. I'm sure she will. I do believe this was her first litter. She's doing a lot of the same things Carrie did. But mothering is, for a cat, mothering is mostly instinct. So they're a lot luckier than humans are. I need to trim Mama soon. She got some claws. I think Hazel is about the size of, let me see, Marie of the Scientist Kittens. But Hazel's a little bit healthier than Marie was. I can still feel her ribs though. You may remember Carrie flopping on her kittens. Connie told me that she was doing that to her kittens too. Hey mom, let's go eat your canned food now. So I can weigh the kittens. Come here, mom. It's okay, mom. She's still a little unsure about the situation. Mama is purring. It's okay, Mama. Have a look around. That's a good girl. She's still purring. Her tail wants to stay up if I'm petting. I think she was owned previously. When I go like this with my fingers, she comes to them. Strays don't learn that. Not as responsive as she is. She's rubbing against my leg right now. She's rubbing against the litter box. Rubbing against the scale. Now back to me. There we go, Mama. See? It's all right. Everything's all right now. You're safe. Now she's off sniffing the little bit away from the cage. Okay. I'm going to try to weigh the kittens now while Mom is exploring. Oh, she's back. It's okay, Mom. They're still there. Here we go. A lot of cats, when they explore a little bit, then they rush back to where they know it's safe, and then they explore a little bit farther, and then rush right back to where they know it's safe. Okay. I'll pick you up, Mom. We'll put you upstairs in the pet house where the squishy food is. And the water, too. And the dry food. Oh, good. She's eating the dry food. I don't think she sniffed the wet food yet. Move it over towards her. Wet food! Yay! You probably hear her slurping. She's alternating between the dry food and the wet food. Okay. The kittens are now 5 days old. I believe they were born in the afternoon on the 23rd. Let's see, Penelope. People have already started calling her Penny for short, but I like the name Penelope. Penelope is Pepe Le Pew's love interest. You can tell her because she has a split the patch on her head. Her first weigh-in puts her at 5.8 ounces. So Penelope weighs 5.8 ounces, 164 grams. Okay, Marvin is not this one. Oop, scale cut off. Marvin looks like he's wearing earmuffs. Marvin clocks in at 7 ounces even. And that's 198 grams. Sylvester is the one who's mostly dark. Looks like he's wearing a hat. Sylvester weighs 6.7 ounces. $190 grams. Taz is probably the easiest one to tell apart because Taz is all gray. And Taz starts us out at 5.3 ounces. So he's the littlest one, probably conceived last, based on weight. A little less time in the oven, so to speak. 150 grams. Okay, Marvin's the heaviest. And to give you an idea of what that weight, the weight compares to, that's half the weight of a can of soda. And exactly the same weight as a PS3 controller, DualShock 3. Almost 3 times the weight of chicken fish. One and a half times the weight of an iPhone 5, almost 2 times the weight of an iPhone 4S. Put my hands in here so they can smell me while they're also smelling their own scent on the towels and Mama's scent. Mama's chowing down on the what now? Yeah, it's a good mama. See, she got the nom. She got the yummies. She knows that she can climb down here. And I believe she knows she can get it back up this way because I see her looking up there a lot. Now she's chowing down on dry food. She looks a lot calmer. It's good that she's eating this much because she's so tiny and she's got to feed 4 growing kittens. That's Penelope. roaming around over there. Here comes Mommy. Still working out the slippery shelf, huh, girl? You're all safe now. I bring a bowl of what's left of her dry food right underneath the camera for your listening pleasure when she gets hungry later. Hey, we got an upside down kitten. Oh no. Kaylee says, John, get a pillow. You're trying to get comfy, takes away my eyes off the kittens. Yeah, I know I need to get one. My butt cheeks keep falling asleep. Yeah, Mama definitely needs some fattening up. We'll work on that. Get some food on your mouth. Mama burped. I love you too. Yes, that was a sneeze that you heard. An itty bitty kitty sneeze. Question was, how did Hazel handle the transfer between counties and my house? She slept. Well, not really, but she was quiet. She seemed to be pretty calm. She's just laying like this, and the kittens were snuggled up next to her. I'm not sure how much Hazel weighs. I think it's on her paperwork, but that paperwork's out in the car. Yeah, I think Connie said earlier that she weighs between 7 and 8 pounds. When I chirp at her, she starts kneading. Here's a tip if you have a cat that is unsure of you, if you want to try to tell the cat in their own language that you're okay, that it's okay to trust you, you're not going to hurt them, wink at them. Wink slowly, blink your eyes slowly. To a cat, that's like saying, hey, you're all right. I like you. Let's hang out. Oh, I do have to admit that only works on cats. You try that with somebody of the opposite sex, and they're likely to think you're weird or a pervert or something like that. And if you're allergic to cats, don't try avoiding cats when you go to a friend's house, because that's what they go for. The people that make direct eye contact with them, they avoid them. People who don't make direct eye contact, they think that you want them to come over. So if you're allergic to a cat and you go to a friend's house and they have a cat, look at them, stare at them, make eye contact. Won't always work, but that's how tendency goes. She's trying to get her belly as close as she can to her kittens. Carrie did the same thing. That's why sometimes they get laid on. That's Taz you hear over there. They can get themselves out. They're pretty strong, and Mom's pretty light. I hear kitten purrs. Okay, we'll move the food bowl over here into the corner. She's got plenty of dry food and water up in the penthouse. And her litter box is about 4 feet away from the door. Easy jump. Okay, time for me to get up. Well, I still can. Body parts falling asleep and all that. You be good, Mama. You take good care of those kittens.